Hello, you beautiful people out there. This is Dr. Vineeta once again in order to give you an amazing training. Today is something specially in regards to giving you what are the strategies, especially in getting 100% guarantee of contracts before Christmas. Yes, you heard that right. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you all the details in regards to what is the guarantee of getting contracts for your staffing agency before Christmas. This basically is the last call for 2025. In case if you do have an IT staffing agency, if you do have a healthcare staffing agency, this is your final call. If you want to get tapped into an vendor management contract and an MSP contract specifically for your staffing agency, right? Before we dive in, let me just do a quick technical checks in order to understand whether I can hear myself okay into my communities as well. So kindly give me a moment. In the meantime, let the people join in. I would really love to understand how many people are joining me from which part of the world. Are you having a staffing agency? Are you having an IT staffing agency? That would be amazing if you basically, introduce yourself in the comments section below. Just give me a moment. Let me quickly do a technical check there. Okay. Okay, perfect. Yes, I can hear myself okay. And I can also see the screen, which basically is being shared okay as well. Perfect. Great. So, for those who do not know me, my name is Dr. Vineeta Pillai. I am a doctor by profession and a certified psychologist as well. Really, really excited to basically end this year. And I basically have been completing 6 years of my business online, consistently dedicated only for amazing staffing entrepreneurs like yourself. So today's topic of training is, how you can get guarantee of getting contracts for your staffing agency before Christmas. So I have a question for everyone, especially for people who might be watching me on live, or people, even if you are watching me on a replay after this live, feel free to just comment hashtag replay below and also hashtag live in case if you're watching live. I have one question for everyone out there is how many of you actually require a contract before Christmas? Yes. We are today in on 1st of December, and how many people require those contracts within 25 days? This is your final shot. Vendor enrollments are closing on 5th of December this year. So before we even start, I want you to ask yourself only one question. Do you want December to be a finish, or do you want December to be the foundations of your business? Please comment below if you want December. How do you see December? Because we are almost in the end of the month. It's basically end of a year, and we just have 30 days basically to the end. So how do you see December? Do you want December to be the finish for your business, or do you see December as the foundation? Please comment below. Listen, you didn't come this far just to repeat another year of almost December is where most people slow down. To be honest, after successfully operating into business after 6 long years, literally servicing 820 plus clients globally, to be honest with you, if you ask me how clients see December, 99% of business owners, staffing agency owners almost slow down in December. Right. But to be honest with you, strategically being a coach, being a business coach into this staffing market, since 6 years having the expertise into staffing, I would like to tell you one thing. There are very few, almost 1% of staffing entrepreneurs who basically do not slow down in December, but they basically just plan strategically how to get their business implemented, and those are the exact 1% of staffing entrepreneurs who actually win because they speed up. They set the strategies for their staffing business, for contracts, for recruitments. They have complete clarity. And that's exactly the confidence that's going to bring them in 2025. Right. So basically, to be honest with you, 99% of businesses are going to be slowing down because it's the holiday month. People are festive. People are basically in the holiday mood. People are more concentrated over towards the holidays. But only the 1% of agencies, of business owners who basically are strategic in tapping into the 2026 with a plan, with a clarity, with a strategy of bringing in consistent contracts are the ones who are going to make it to 2026, right? So I want your attention for the next few minutes because what I'm going to about to tell you can determine whether your staffing business enters the 2026 with momentum or whether you regret it, to be honest. So let me ask you a simple question. I would repeat myself once again because I do see people joining in. My question to everyone who are watching me live is, do you want contracts before Christmas? No matter what agency, what staffing side of your business is. Staffing is a huge umbrella. There are multiple verticals which comes under staffing. You basically might be having a healthcare staffing, you might be having an IT staffing, a home care staffing, that does not matter. My question remains to everyone, do you want contracts before Christmas? You definitely can utilize this training as a personalized coaching from my end. I am open to comments below. Do you want contracts before Christmas? How many people actually require and seeking for those contracts for your business? It's basically not that I need a contract someday. Maybe let me check whether I need contracts next year or maybe before the holidays. Because if your answer is yes, I need the contract, then this week is the most important window you're going to get in. This is the most crucial window that your business is going to get contracts for because vendor enrollments for 2025 are completely closing down on December 5th. I repeat myself, vendor enrollments for staffing agencies are closing down on 5th of December. And honestly, once it closes, there are absolutely no extension, there are no late accesses, and there are no exceptions as well. What do I mean by vendor enrollment? Getting your agency deployed on a vendor management system, getting your staffing agency deployed on a MSP system, that is known as a vendor enrollment. As we are nearing towards the end of the year, the vendor enrollments are closing down completely on 5th of December. And to be honest, once it closes, there are absolutely no exceptions, no extensions, no late accesses, and no exceptions at all, come what may. Because most staffing owners think they need more time. I have been into the staffing industry since years now, and 99% of staffing agencies think that they actually require more time. But the truth is, they don't need time. They need access to contracts, they need execution, and they need proper guidance. These are the three gold mines of your staffing business, which no one in the staffing industry will ever explain you in depth. A staffing business requires access to contracts. A staffing business requires execution of the fulfillment of the contracts. And a staffing business requires proper guidance in order to get the contracts fulfilled. So that you don't struggle because you're not smart, you struggle because you don't know where to start. You absolutely don't know how do I even start getting the contracts. You don't know how to get approved on a vendor management system. You don't know what are the compliance requirements that my agency needs in order to get deployed on these vendor management portals. You don't have a dedicated contract manager who basically will be the mediator between your staffing agency and the vendor management portal. – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – You completely are clueless because you already can tap into the gold mine of contracts for your agency. Because you are clueless, where do I even begin with? Honestly, whenever clients book in strategic calls with me, when I ask them that, hey, you know what, we give you a guarantee of a vendor management contract, they are like, you know what, they ask me. To be honest with you, I don't even know what a VMS contract is. This is the reality of staffing entrepreneurs. Staffing agency owners are clueless how to even start getting a vendor management contract, how to even get approved on these systems. What are the compliance requirements? You know, and so you stay stuck in setting up mode. It's known as a setting up mode. That's the exact mode which most of the staffing agency owners are stuck. They are literally struggling, they're completely anxious, no contracts absolutely at all because they are still stuck in the setup mode. While other agencies consider the competitors, consider the best top-notch agencies, maybe into your states, your county, maybe your neighborhood. You know what are they doing? The other agencies are signing contracts, are submitting candidates, and they are earning recurring revenue every single week. I repeat myself, your competitors are doing something which you are completely clueless of. They are signing consistent contracts, they are submitting candidates, and they are earning recurring streams of revenue every single week. The agencies that win aren't better, right? But they are positioned very strategically in the staffing market. That's the difference between your competitor and your staffing agency. They aren't there to basically win, neither they are better, but they're strategically positioned in order to bring those consistent income coming in being a staffing agency owner. So here's what we did differently. We have a program which is the number one program in the entire history of staffing. No one in the staffing market ever delivers this kind of services, which today proudly I am declaring. We have built a program that removed the complete guesswork. You don't have to guess anything at all because we don't have time for the guesswork. Because all your guesswork, all your confusion, replaces it with 100% written guarantee of contracts. This is not just a verbal guarantee, it's 100% written guarantee which is given to you in a form of an agreement, in a form of a written proposal, right? You get a dedicated contract manager for your agency. Just imagine, no matter what are you doing, even if you're currently employed somewhere, even if you already have some other business, you have your business in safe hands with a contract manager who's going to be full time deployed only to bring in consistent contracts for your agency. You have a done for you vendor management deployment plan. What do I mean by done for you? I hope you know the difference between done with you and done for you. A done with you is 90% of times where people coach online and they expect the clients to go and get those things integrated and implemented in the business because it's been done together, right? There's no guarantee of results. This is a done for you. That means everything will be done for you by my team with a 100% guarantee of results. This is exactly what a staffing business requires. You get a dedicated team of three professionals. You get a full time recruiter, you get a full time contract manager, and you also get a marketing expert. Marketing is a heart of any business today. Trust me, that is the heart of your business. And it really, I really feel sad where, whenever I ask people that, hey, how much marketing are you doing? They're absolutely clueless. They do not have a Facebook business page. They are nowhere to be seen on LinkedIn. They're absolutely nowhere. And they still expect consistent contracts coming their way in 2025. You have to be having the presence everywhere digitally. People recognize your authenticity based on your social media presence today. It is not your mistake. The mistake that over here is you do not take assistance with someone who's actually been walking the talk, right? Marketing is a heart of any business today. And this is the only reason we basically give you a complete marketing expert, that is a full-time marketing expert, which will be deployed for your agency, and a 24 by 7 customer support channel. Communication is the key for any program. We cannot be relying on emails. We cannot be relying on any text messages or calls, because communication is the key, right? You get a 24 by 7 dedicated channel no matter what questions you have. If you get the contract, you don't know how to fulfill the contract, and any question, that's the dedication the team has been deployed to you inside this program. So I repeat myself, we have proven and tested battle work. We have proven and tested program, which is a well-oiled machine for a staffing agency, which gives you 100% written guarantee of contracts. You get a full-time contract manager, you get a full-time recruiter, and a full-time marketing expert. You get a done for you system, which is completely vendor management system deployment plan, along with a 24 by 7 support. Because honestly, this is not theory, this is not coaching, this is not templates, this is pure execution. Our job is simple. What is our job? What exactly do we do? I would love to give you a complete details about the logistics and the back end of these programs, that how the behind the scenes look like. Our job is simple, just to get you deployed on a vendor management system, assist you in start submitting the candidates, get you generating the contract revenue, and do everything just within 90 working days guaranteed. You basically get deployed in a contract within the first 30 days. But getting a contract, do you think, how many people think just getting a contract is essential for a staffing business? Because I feel there is a lot of misconceptions there. Whenever I ask my clients that what are you seeking for, 99% of time the importance and the focus is only given to contracts. Today I have clients who completely have 10,000 plus contracts, but they don't have candidates, right? So after having the expertise into the staffing market, you need to have both in equilibrium. You need to have contracts. You also need to have candidates, which should be well aligned, so that once when the contract and the candidates are matched, that's when you generate revenue, right? So this is exactly what we do. Number one step, we get you deployed on a vendor management platform. We assist you in getting those candidates submitted. You get generating contract revenue, and we do all of this in 90 days guaranteed. To be honest, nobody else in this industry offers a guarantee. And the reason is simple, because most people, they only sell information, right? You might be seeing a lot of people going in live selling information, selling coaching, selling plans, etc. And what makes me stand outside, what makes me stand consistent in 6 years, being omnipresent everywhere, proudly, we do not sell information, we sell results. We sell results. Let me explain you how the system works once you're inside the consistent contract program. The step number one is we basically focus on strategy and positioning. What we do is we basically assess your business. We assess your documents. We assess your branding, your compliance standpoints, and position you correctly for healthcare, for IT, or maybe both. Every business is different. This is not a one fit solution for all. Everyone's businesses is different, right? So number one focus is we have to assess your business, and we basically help you strategize and position your agency. Step number two is we deploy you on a vendor management system. What do we do there? We basically help your agency get on a managed service provider or a vendor management system, which is a portal with consistent contracts. I'll name few. Under the healthcare, we basically do have AMN, IR, Shiftwise, Vizient, Medifis, Health Trust, etc. We also do have under IT top-notch names like Google, IBM, Randstad, Magnet, Beeline, SAP, etc., EXL, you name it, we have it. You don't chase portals. We place you strategically on these portals, right? You don't have to have any botherations about approvals because we have partnered with these businesses. And that is the only reason we give you a written guarantee of getting your agency deployed on these systems, right? There is a 100% guarantee of getting you deployed on these systems. After the getting your agency deployed, we move to the next step is that's the step number 3, where we now give you a dedicated contract manager. This person is your execution engine. What is their job? Their job is to submit your agency documents to the procurement team, track your approvals, track your complete compliance, whatever documents are missing, get those documents completed by my licensing team, work with credentialing, and ensure your onboarding moves forward smoothly because no agency owner should be manually doing this tedious tasks ever. The strategy of having a successful business is deploying those tasks which no longer requires our skills. And honestly, I learned that on day one when I had 0 clients, I still had 1 team member because I knew being a doctor, being a skilled professional, being a business coach, I cannot be getting into tasks which does not require my skills. Rather, I focus on something which actually utilizes my time, which utilizes my expertise, which utilizes my skill. And this is not only with me, this is the strategy with every business, right? You need not do anything manually. Taking care of your documents, your emailing, your text messaging, your approvals, it's a headache. Just get this deployed. And this is why 90% of heavy lifting is already taken off your shoulder by getting my team deployed for your business, right? That's the step number 3. Step number 4 is marketing and a recruitment engine. We create an engine for your staffing agency for marketing your agency and creating it as a recruitment engine because this ensures that once you're approved, you're not sitting idle. Would you like to just get contracts, 10,000 contracts right in front of you, but unfortunately you don't have candidates? Would you like that? Absolutely not, right? So this consistent marketing, creating a recruitment engines ensures you're approved and you're not sitting idle because you have artificial intelligence outreaching to you, recruitment support given to you, a dedicated recruiter given to you for a full-time basis, candidates being reached out to, candidates being called out to, interviews being scheduled, and their job resumes instantly being submitted in the portal against the contracts because the team has a candidate pipeline planning. And this is what I call as a marketing and a recruitment engine, which is required for any staffing agency. That's the crucial step. That's the step number 4. Then we move to the next step, which is the step number 5, which is the support. Not the business hours, not submit a ticket, a real-time support. A 24/7, a live support and a human support with immediate results, with immediate answers to your queries, not just thinking, oh my God, no one got back to me or someone will get back to me. And the biggest thing is I am consistently everywhere. My DMs are only open for my clients because my mission is to serve my clients. So that is the real support which I'm calling off. Real support, 24/7, live human support with immediate answers. That's the step number 5, which is the support that you get for your business. And all of this completes with 90 days or even faster because deadlines create actions and clarity creates results. This is the only reason I prefer to get into a business relationship with clients when clients and myself are on one business page. And how does this happen? Once when I give them a clear proposal, a documented agreement stating these are the step-by-step process along with the deadlines, along with the dates of completions, etc. Right? These are the 5 steps. Now, moving to the next step is, to be honest, I'm going to be very direct. When the clock hits December 5th, enrollment closes. Not because we want to create an artificial scarcity. I do not believe in artificial scarcity, but because the onboarding for 2025 starts immediately after that. It's completely closed. If you miss the window, you will miss the January contract cycle, you will miss onboarding waves, and you will also be missing the first quarter submission window. I repeat myself. 5th of December, by the end of the day, enrollment closes. That's the vendor management system are no longer going to take any staffing agencies deployed on their portal. You're going to miss the January 2026 contract cycle. You're going to miss the onboarding waves and you're going to miss first quarter submission windows. And if you wait until January, the reality is you'll be starting behind everyone who's already enrolled today. So just understand the level of competition with which you would compete in January if you're thinking to start in January. Right? You will already be behind people who starts today. We already have 3 onboardings today. Right? So starting today, all the bonuses and waivers are removed once this live ends. To be honest, this is your final best way to move forward if you are serious about getting these consistent contracts for your agency. So all you need to do is, here's the next step. If you're ready to stop waiting, if you're ready to stop watching other agencies win, if you're ready to stop watching your competitors win, and if you are ready to have contracts before Christmas, all you need to do is just click the link below this live. I'm going to post in my scheduling link in the comments below this live. Okay, all you have to do is just click the link below, schedule a free strategic call with me because I will have to talk to you to understand and assess your business. It would be a 20 to 30 minutes of call. If your agency fits in the bracket of all the compliance checkpoints, okay, and if I tell you, yes, you are the go-to person, you actually have all the requirements established, you immediately can enroll before the December of 5th and get your agency those consistent contracts which it deserves before Christmas, right? And if not, you unfortunately miss it because your future pipeline, your submissions, your approvals, they start right now. All you need to do is just make that decision for your future self will thank you, right? You need to just make that decision so that your future self will thank you for what you did, right? I'm going to drop in my scheduling link to book a call with me and let's lock your contracts for 2026. So that was it from my end. This was a very important announcement. Honestly, I have been actually curating a lot of new programs where now I'm going to help businesses establish their presence in the UAE market as well. So currently tied up, I have been traveling a lot these days to and fro, and I wanted to just tap in going live to announce because this is something very crucial, which I don't think a staffing agency business needs to miss, right? So take that decision, think about it for people who are watching me live. In case if you basically have any questions at any top point of time, feel free to just DM me because my DMs are always open for my amazing clients. So that was it from my end. And I would see you inside the program. Really excited and all the very best. And yeah, looking forward to meet you inside the program. Have a wonderful and a blessed day ahead. Bye for now.